Right. We are going to discuss tonight what has gone wrong at Tottenham in the back four. What has gone wrong with the team? Why are we conceding stupid goals? Why are we conceding stupid goals? I walked straight into work today and straight away the West Ham chef is just going, good result for Spurs yesterday, weren't it? And I'm like, I don't believe it. I've just walked in the door, just got out of the dressing room, to put on my old catering uniform. First thing I've got to deal with is West Ham banner. I don't need it at first thing on a Monday morning. And why am I getting that? Because of two players that play for Tottenham. Their names are Davison Sanchez and Eric Dyer. They are absolutely abysmal, and I'm getting pelters from West Ham fans on a Monday morning because of two crap defenders called Davison I'm Rubbish Sanchez, got mistakes galore in me, and I don't know how to be a centre-back, Eric Dyer. Dyer is his surname. Dyer performance as well. Where do we start? West Ham fans are just going top four. We're going Champions League in that. Tottenham's next game's against Burnley. Yet again, I'm saying for the second week running, Burnley's now a must-win game. Every week we're saying Tottenham's a must-win match this weekend. It's a must-win match. It's a must-win match. It's a must-win match. It's a must-win match. I'm getting bored of saying it's a must-win match now. Boring. And last night, Jose Mourinho said, I don't know if I can fix this problem at Tottenham. As a coach, I don't know if I can fix this problem in my team. I mean, what is he going on about? He's talking about what I think he's talking about. Eric Dyer, not good enough. Davison Sanchez, like I just said, not good enough. Musa Sissoko seems to have lost his way. He's obviously fallen out big time with Dele Alli. Apparently, he's not happy with Matt Doherty now. In a nutshell, I think he's lost the dressing room. I think the players, he's lost the dressing room, but he won't be sacked. There's 13 games to go in the Premier League. He won't be sacked. One, because Daniel Levy has tried to get him for numerous amount of years. He tried to get him when he was at Chelsea, and he tried to get him the second time round when Mourinho went back to Chelsea. Levy tried to get him then. He's tried so hard to get Mourinho at Tottenham, and now he's finally got him at Tottenham. He ain't going to get rid within the first year of his tenure at Spurs. No, so Jose's here to stay. Pick the bones out of that, if you would. Jose's here to stay. Now, for Jose to work at Tottenham, he's got to be backed. He's got to have the players that Mourinho wants, not the players that Daniel Levy wants, the players that Mourinho wants. So that means we all know Jose Mourinho can only achieve stuff when he's got a checkbook. He can't achieve anything when he's got his one hand tied behind his back. So Daniel Levy has got to back him in the summer transfer window. It's time for Uncle Joe to start spending some money at Tottenham. People are saying, yeah, he spent a bit in the summer. Did he? Not nearly enough for me. It's a start, but, the rebuild starts now. It has to. If it doesn't, we're not even at the magical 45 points yet. We've been on 36 points for nearly 3 weeks now. What is going on? We're not even at 45 points yet. We're almost into the 1st of March. What is going on at Tottenham? I just don't know. I just don't know. Eric Dyer was just yesterday absolutely abysmal. I used to be so positive doing these podcasts. They're getting shorter and shorter because I'm just running out of things to say. The defeat. There's only so much you can establish about a defeat. He needs a brand new defence. He needs 2 new centre halves. He should have got a centre half in January, but he didn't get it. He was supposed to go in for Snedeker, the AC Milan player. Didn't happen. Some people are saying Daniel Levy don't pay the wages. And this is the thing. He don't pay the wages. So how is Jose Mourinho ever going to do something? He can't work on a budget. Mourinho's never worked on a budget in his life. And this is why I'm so surprised Jose Mourinho took the Tottenham job. Jose Mourinho has never worked for a club that is run on a budget. And also I'm hearing today that Spurs are struggling to pay for the stadium, which means in order to buy players, they're going to have to sell players in future years, or they're just going to not have a transfer window. And they're just going to have to rely on the academy. Now, if Tottenham have to rely on the academy, I can tell you now, we'll be in the Championship within the next 2 years because our academy players are not good enough to come straight into the Premier League and hit the ground running. I'm telling you, if things don't improve, we'll be relegated and we'll be in the Championship, and we will be the next Nottingham Forest, struggling to not come back. Forest, they still haven't come back, and they had financial difficulties for one reason or another. Don't imagine what they were, but I know they've got financial difficulties. I don't want Tottenham to be the next Nottingham Forest, the next Leeds United, the next Portsmouth. But apparently they can't pay for the stadium. They're having problems paying for the stadium. The naming rights, that's the other thing. They can't get naming rights because they've got to pay for the naming rights. And apparently Tottenham are in major debt to the bank, and they're in the red because they can't afford to pay for the stadium. Now, that means they're going to have to, in order to buy, I think they're going to have to start becoming a selling club. That means Harry Kane will go eventually. Heung-min Son will go eventually. Dele Alli will go eventually. They are going to be a crap team in a few years. We'll be lucky. We'll be fighting to stay in the Premier League. This is bad times. I think this could be a bad 5-year period for Tottenham. If this is true, what I'm hearing today, will Jose Mourinho want to be a part of all this? I don't think so. I think he'll resign if this is the case. If he's not getting a transfer window, and he's not getting backed, in order to buy players, if this is true, Tottenham have got to sell players in the summer to get money to buy players in because they're in the debt to the bank because they can't pay for the stadium. And of course, there's been no fans in the stadia for nearly a year now. So it's killing the club financially. There's been no fans going through the turnstiles for literally, from the 1st of March, it's going to be 12 months since there's been no fans going through the turnstiles. For a club that are dependent on the fans at the moment, going through the turnstiles, it's massive. Now, I'm going to look into this because I think it's just a clickbait media thing to sell papers. But apparently Tottenham are in massive debt and they can't afford to pay for the stadium and they can't afford the naming rights. That's why it's still called the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It isn't going to be the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. They're looking for naming rights, but it's called the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium because they can't get naming rights. So It's even off the pitch, it's looking bleak now for Spurs. And this is what I feared. They've got this shiny stadium with no Champions League in it, no Europa League in it probably next year. Another season where they're potentially going to end up trophyless because let's have it right. We're not going to beat Manchester City in the Carabao Cup final and the League Cup final on April 25th. The way we're giving away goals like it's Christmas, like it's birthday presents, it's Christmas all over again for the teams that are playing Tottenham. We're gifting them goals. We're wrapping them up for them. We're going, have a goal, guys. You can do with a goal. Go and score past us. We've got two crap defenders called Davis and Sanchez. And I am absolutely Eric Dyer. And Toby Alderweireld is aging. He's 32 next birthday. Okay, that's not old. He's still early 30s. But according to some people in football, 32 is now an old man. I beg to differ. I think that's a young generation of football fan. They want everyone to be young. Once you hit your 30s, the young generation of football fan think you're done. You're over the hill. Well, if they think a 32-year-old, 31-year-old is done, then I must be a bloody old man to them. It's just the young football fan. They don't like players in their 30s. I'm telling you now. Craziness. Absolute craziness. Because when I was their age, I always respected the players in their 30s. I always thought you've got to have experience. Yes, bring the young players through. But if they're not good enough, don't bring them through. The 30-plus players, they're the experienced players. They're the players that have been around for the last 10 years. They're the players that helps the youngsters. You can't just have a team of 23-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 24-year-olds. You've got to have the 30-plus in there. The young football fans, I tell you, they are just all about glory. And the problem is with the young football fans, and I have this debate on social media quite a lot really on Twitter, is that they're about the glory. They're all the FIFA players. In their head, you go and buy a player within 24 hours. I mean, it's not FIFA. It's not FIFA career mode. You don't just buy him within 10 minutes, the deal's done. It's not a game of FIFA, guys. And I think the young generation, the football fan, they're too obsessed with FIFA football that they think everything is like what happens in FIFA is like real life or something. It's just, and they want instant success like now. Well, that is not how it works. A lot of clubs have got a 5-year period. A 5-year period? You don't want a period, I'm telling you now. No, a 5-year plan. Let's get serious. Let's get with the program. A lot of clubs got a 5-year so I feel a bit hoarse. A lot of clubs got a 5-year plan. Oh, don't know what's going on there. I need a bit of water. Excuse me. Oh, that's better. Apologies for anyone who's thinking, what is he doing? Felt a bit hoarse, and then something happened to my lip. I don't know what just happened there. I just started getting a tickly throat and everything. Like, where was I before that fiasco started? Yeah, clubs have got a 5-year plan. It's not like a game of FIFA. Where, it's all right. I'm not going to keel over in a minute. But yeah, clubs have got I'll say it again then. Clubs have got a 5-year plan. I've got to compose myself now. I've just lost the plot. A 5-year plan. But the younger generation of fans just want it instantly. They want it like now. Well, you're not going to get it like now. But the other thing is, managers, coaches, Football managers don't get 5 years to sort it out. You get about 2 years at most. If you can't get, you know, the team clicking in your second year in charge of the side, the manager ultimately gets a sack. The players don't get a sack. The players need to take some kind of responsibility. Eric Dyer and Davison Sanchez need to be dropped for the next Premier League game, which is against Burnley on the weekend. In fact, can we get up Tottenham's fixtures for the next few games? It's going to be a struggle now for Spurs, but will they get through it? We don't know. Breaking news. Football fans to return from May 17th in time for the Premier League finale. We knew that was going to happen. Right. Tottenham have got Burnley on the weekend. Let's just fast track to the weekend. Right. Tottenham are playing Sunday. Tottenham have got Burnley at 2 o'clock on Sunday, live and exclusive on Sky Sports Main Event at the Tottenham Stadium, playing at home. Now, I can't emphasise enough, Tottenham need 3 points against Burnley now to get them sorted out. I can't emphasise enough, Eric Dyer cannot play now for the rest of the season, in my opinion. Davison Sanchez should not play. The two players, so who do you play, I hear you say? Well, you play Toby Alderweireld and Japhet Tanganga as centre-halves. Or you can put Joe Rondon on. Personally, I'll put Toby Alderweireld and Japhet Tanganga as my centre-halves for the game against Burnley on the weekend. But I do want to get our fixtures up. But I'm going to have to get Tottenham app up for this because, right, bear with. Tottenham Hotspur app. This is the app that tells me everything I need to know. Tottenham Hotspur official fans app. A must-have for any Spurs fan. Bear with, I'm just loading it up. Obviously, comments are live on here, so if you want to drop something down in the corner of my screen, I will pick it up in due course. But try and type something in English, because I had a foreign fan earlier. I said to him, I don't understand what you're saying, and I never got a response back. Make of that what you will, but I don't know what he's doing listening to my app if he can't understand me. You know what I'm saying? Right, allow while using app. I don't know. Keep. Change to always allow. Absolutely. Right, our next game is the 24th of February 2021 at 1700 hours. Tottenham Hotspur Europa League second leg against Wolfsburger. It's 1 day, 20 hours and 14 minutes till kickoff. Are we playing Tuesday night? According to this, it's 1 day, 20 hours, 14 minutes and 0 seconds. Countdown to Wolfsburger. We need to score more, says Lucas Moura. Absolutely couldn't agree more. He's finally started scoring because I've been criticising him of late, saying he does a lot, but for me, he don't get enough goals. Where he started to find the back of the net lately. Bid for signed Sonny and Musa Sissoko, match worn items. Who cares? Sheila, who's Sheila? Yeah. Extended highlights of Spurs 2, West Brom nil. Yeah. I've got this app is brilliant. It's got all the highlights. You can look back on our defeats or wins and full match West Ham 2, Spurs 1. Yeah, I really don't want to watch it. Extended highlights of West Ham 2, Spurs 1. Yeah, why put yourself through it, guys? Why put yourself through it? The latest from Spurs social channels. Look, yeah, we've got Burnley next. Right, I just want to read this. Jose's verdict on West Ham. Just waiting for it to load up. Right. Jose Mourinho felt we deserved more for our efforts, as well as we fell to a 2-1 defeat against West Ham at the London Stadium on Sunday afternoon. We ended up with 20 attempts at goal to West Ham's 4, but early goals in each half from Mikel Antonio, 5 minutes, and Jesse Lingard on the 47th minute cost us in this London derby. Lucas Moura flicked home a header from Gareth Bale's corner to reduce the deficit to 2-1 on 64 minutes, but try as we might, an equaliser proved to not happen. Gareth struck the crossbar with a screamer on 78 minutes, and when a clearance struck Heung-min Son, it looped over Lucas Fabianski, hit the face of the post, and bounced to safety in injury time. You just felt it wasn't meant to be. No doubt the team wanted to win. No doubt the team was fighting together for a different result. And I believed we deserved a different result. They were the words of Jose Mourinho. The result is there. They have the points, and we had the sadness and the frustration. The good feeling is the way the team played, especially in the second half. No doubts the team wanted to win. No doubt the team was fighting together for a different result. And I believed we deserved a different result. West Ham didn't play in the second half. They just fought and defended. We played. We created chances. We scored a goal. Should have scored more. Hit the post twice. Had a fantastic crosses across the face of goal. Waiting for a touch. Even sometimes an own goal. We had great positions from the edge of the box. Shots that normally you think that Sonny, Harry or Lucas are going to score. So also not lucky. But we cannot forget that the score was 1-0 in the second half. And somehow, after a couple of minutes in the second half, it was 2-0, sorry. Jose on Spurs TV. You're not going to see this, but I think you might pick it up in the audio. Here we go, play. Oh, error. No sound. No, we can't. Technical problems here. No video was found. I think you got the gist of what I was absolutely saying there. Yeah, I think you got the gist of it. Right. These are our next fixtures. UEFA Europa League. Tottenham Hotspur versus Wasselberger is going to be played on the 24th of February 2021 at 5 p.m. kickoff. Then in the Premier League, Tottenham Hotspur v Burnley on the 28th of February 2021 at 2 p.m. And then our next Premier League game is at Craven Cottage on the 4th of March, kickoff 6 p.m. Fulham v Tottenham. Then after that, on the 7th of March, kickoff 7:15, it's another London derby, Tottenham v Crystal Palace. Then on the 14th of March 2021 at 4:30 in the afternoon, it's Arsenal v Tottenham in the North London derby at the Emirates. We dare not lose that. If we lose that, I will be coming on absolutely fuming. Probably will lose it now. Then it's all the games till the end of the season. There's winnable games. Burnley, you've got to say it's a winnable game. Fulham and Palace have got to be a wins. Arsenal, just get something out of that game. You know what I mean? It is just one of those seasons, isn't it? We could still turn it around, but he's one of them. So it's all about getting wins against Burnley and Fulham just to get us back on track. And hope the teams above us slip up. Listen, you've been great as usual. Come on, you Spurs. See you later, gang.